Sunday, 2 to 4 Central, 3 to 5 Eastern, and 12 to 3 Pacific, 24/7 at jiggyjaguar.net. And, of course, on jiggyjaguar.net, we have our newsletter, our social sites, and everything else. I'm, of course, Jigman Freud, the master debater, the cunning linguist, and the admirable alliteration. And we've got one of my good friends, author Chris Long, on the line. Chris, how are you, sir?
Yeah, good to talk to you.
Well, it is always a good time to chat with you, my friend. So tell us a little bit about what's going on. You've got, I understand the book is out in what, paperback or something? I seen this a couple days ago. What's going on with this?
Got my third book just came out a couple of weeks ago. It's called Shout It Out Loud, and it is available as a Kindle book, and will be available as a print book in the next couple of weeks. And my co-author and I will be going out on tour a little bit later this year and doing all the meet and greets and author events, and it's very exciting right now.
Now you're doing a ton of good things with this book. For the folks that don't know or haven't picked the book up yet, let's talk a little bit about the book. Shout It Out Loud. What is that about, basically?
Well, it's more of my personal experiences. It's a sequel to my last book called Come On, and it's a collection of personal stories of mine as a rock and roll guy who's now walking more in the Christian ministry world, a little bit less in the rock and roll world, but I draw a lot of the energy and perspectives from my rock and roll experiences and combine those with my current Christian ministry experiences, and together makes for some pretty compelling stories.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you're doing all sorts of different things with this book. That is really cool. Now the cover is fantastic. Who designed this cover?
There's a fabulous graphic artist here in the Brevard County area on Florida's East Coast. A fellow by the name of Squeegee.
Squeegee,
Carson.
That's
and
awesome.
I had a brief conversation with him, and the guy is just so on the edge. He completely saw my vision and got where I wanted to go with it, and just captured my vision perfectly. And it's a tremendous looking cover. There's not another Christian book on the market that looks like this one. I'll tell you that.
We've got Chris Long with us today. Shout It Out Loud: Stories of Fast Times, Faith, and from the Showbiz Guru. And of course, Brian Dumas involved in this. You've got a foreword by Brent Jensen on this. This is an amazing piece of business. Now, the book itself is available in paperback. You're going to go out on some tours and different things. How is this a complement to some of your other books out there, Chris?
Well, my first book came out in 2010, and it recounted my experiences while I was on tour working for the rock band Poison. And I was pretty much a pig at that point in my life and living the whole sex, drugs, and rock and roll lifestyle. And my second book, Come On, tells the addition to that after my transformation and my connection with Christ and what it looks like for an aging rocker guy to now be moving forward in Christian ministry. And Shout It Out Loud is an extension of Come On, even more crazy stories. You know, here I am, a guy now in my 50s. I had my passport years ago so I could tour with rock and roll bands, and now I use the passport to go on missionary trips and help feed sick and hungry people and care for young children and pray for healing and offer some spiritual food as well.
Chris Long with us today here on the big broadcast. He's got a fantastic book out there. Shout It Out Loud, and he's making some stuff happen. He's doing some amazing things. We've been chatting with Chris off and on for the last 2 or 3 years now. We've been having you on the various radio programs since your last book came out. What's the plan now moving forward? Are you going to put out a book like once a year, or how's this going to work for you, man?
Well, they come when they come. Actually, my co-author, my writing partner, Brian Dumas, and I actually are completing my 4th book right now, which we expect to be out next year, and it will be my first step into the fiction genre. And it's an outrageous story called Superstar.
That's cool.
And that'll be out next year.
Now, if I go over to the website, which is ChristopherLongShowBizGuru.blogspot.com, you can check out everything from the book to everything else. Now, tell me about who is this hot chick? I'm hoping that's probably I probably am going to end up getting the answer that I think I'm probably going to get, but. Who is the little hot chick with the book that is pimping the book on your website?
Which hot chick holding which book? I run.
Shout It Out Loud. It says available now on Amazon underneath the picture. It's Shout It Out Loud.
Yeah. Shame on you.
I kind of figured.
Shame on you.
I kind of figured that was probably the daughter.
That's my 15-year-old niece.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't feel as bad. That is awesome. Now
I'll let her know. I'll let her know you're a fan.
Okay, thank you, Chris. Now you're doing all sorts of different things with this book. Where are you hitting as far as tour stops and things? Where are you going?
Well, we are going to be kicking off a week-long tour in Florida at the end of September. I have a band that I've been in for years, a group called Dead Serious, and we are playing the end of September. We've got a festival show that we're performing with Faster Pussycat and Great
awesome.
White, and
That's awesome.
and we're doing an app. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Great White, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're kicking off the book tour with a special after show book signing after that concert, and then we're headed out for the week. We'll get up to Merritt Island, Florida. I believe we're going to Atlanta, Shreveport. I think we're going over into Texas. Dates are being put together right now, but we'll be out for about a week or so. That'll be in September as we continue to promote Shout It Out Loud.
That's really cool, man. Well, if you make it out to Kansas, let me know, and we'll come cover it.
Well, I grew up in Springfield, Missouri. I grew up with Brad Pitt up there in Springfield, and we spent a lot of time in the Kansas area. I love that area.
Well, it's good stuff, man. I'm looking forward to the next book, and thanks for being on today. Appreciate it, buddy.
Hey, man, thanks for your support and your friendship, man. Keep doing what you do.
Definitely. Well, Chris, have yourself a wonderful day, my friend. We'll talk soon.
All right.
Appreciate it, man.
We'll see you.
Christopher Long with us today. We're going to take a quick time out here. When we come back, we are going to try to break off... okay, wait a sec. Kevin, you've got this rock opera that you're going to be doing.
Yeah, about 15 minutes.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that in the top of the next hour. This should be fun. But we're going to take a time out, and when we come back, we're going to try to get a hold of Mr.